G'day guys and welcome to another one of my Digimon ReArise videos. I got some exciting news for everyone before we get into our Digimon coming to global soon video. You might be noticing the new look of this database, and that's because the website is pretty much ready to go. You can access this, you can get all of the information that I get in this format. It works on mobile. Thank you to all the guildies that helped me test this out and get it looking and work out a few of the bugs and get it looking good. So as I said, yeah, you guys can access this now. I'll leave a link down in the description below, but feel free to have all the power of this ReArise database at your fingertips whenever you want. So exciting stuff. As always, credit to Chordos2 from the Discord. He does all the images and translations and stuff. I just display it on my website, so what a ledge. Good on you, Chordos. Alright, let's jump into our Digimon coming to global soon. What I've done is I've got this filtered Digimon that released between August 16 and November 10. So it's not all of the Digimon that have come out on the JP side, just because it gets pretty overwhelming if I do that. And of course it is filtered by release date, so we can see what released first. So let's have a look. As you already know, Global's thrown a curveball. Volcanic Dramon and Vorvamon are already in the mix, which is fine. It kind of messes the meta up a little bit, but it's nothing too crazy that they dropped these two guys early. I think they're holding out on the X antibody Digimon a little bit longer, which is fine. All that comes with the X antibody Digimon is the X antibody passive and the extra stages of Underworld Dungeon with increased drops and things like that. So nothing too ridiculous. They are standalone powerful as well. So my predictions. After Volcanic Dramon and Vorvamon, this little thing will probably get an Omegamon gacha with Alter B. Oh, they haven't dropped the red Alter B yet, have they? Probably a double Alter B Omegamon gacha. Look, this is just purely speculation. The red one has fallen off a bit, but this yellow one is quite good. He's got a huge crit multiplier, bypasses damage limiters, has his own damage limiters and HP recovery. Like, he does a lot. He's pretty good. So I'm expecting him to drop in the next Omegamon gacha, probably with the other Alter B, a double Alter B banner. Again, purely speculation. The next main banner will be Metal Garurumon X, the first X antibody. This guy is pretty solid. He can revive himself once he uses his main skill, which is super annoying if you combine it with cooldown reduction from Crimson Mode, for example. And he gets 2 stacks of evasion. It's forever, so when he revives himself, he gets 2 more stacks of evasion. It can be super annoying. And he has a counter attack multiplier as well, so a pretty annoying X antibody there. After that, Wargreymon X. A lot of people prefer Wargreymon X over Metal Garurumon X. I reckon they're about par. Wargreymon X hits super hard. He's got a 2000% damage multiplier. He buffs red allies, he buffs yellow allies, and he's a purple killer. And he has his own cooldown reduction, so he's kind of like a merciful mode-ish Digimon. He's pretty solid as well. Orochimon drops in the ticket banner that comes later. He's okay. He's got a multi-hit poison skill. Low stats because he's an ultimate though. Nothing crazy. Seraphimon's already dropped. Was meant to drop with the Ragulmon, who has not dropped yet. So I'm not sure when they're going to drop the purple Ragulmon. I've already spoken about him in my Seraphimon banner video. Volcanic Dramon, Vorvamon will already be out. After the X antibodies, I don't know if they'll go 3 X antibodies in a row. But the next Digimon scheduled to release after that is Magnamon X. I think Magnamon X has fallen off a little bit. Like, he's a solid choice. He definitely still hits hard. He does 4 times damage to red, blue, and purple. So all your damage dealing types. And has a crit multiplier. He's pretty good in Clash Battle, but I think he's fallen off a little bit in PvP. Wizardmon is a free-to-play Digimon that drops soon. I got a video for him. He's pretty nifty in the Underworld Dungeon. Then there's a step-up banner, or there was a step-up banner. And remember, Global, as you know, can change this at any point. They already mucked with the timeline so much so, look, anything can happen at any time. Mercurymon and Marine Angemon drop in a step-up banner. Honestly, Mercurymon is not that bad. He has a 5 times multi-hit skill that ignores block. He also can give himself an evade with his sub-skill, more evades with his passive, and crit rate for everyone. He's actually a pretty solid support and damage dealer. He's pretty good in the Underworld Dungeon. You still see some people running him in PvP as well. Marine Angemon is also pretty solid, a little bit slept on, I reckon, too. 2 stacks of evasion, cooldown reduction, has that ability to pierce evasion and damage limiters as well. The stats aren't crazy high in Purple Marine Angemon, but definitely not too bad. The Renamon DFQ dropped around here. Renamon's really solid, hits all enemies, and gives a chance to fade as well, which is pretty good. It's only a 30% chance to fade, but not too bad. Definitely good in the Underworld Dungeon with that low cost as a rookie. But the global DFQ or SDQ release schedule is pretty messed up. I wouldn't be expecting Renamon for a while. We've still got a few SDQ Digimon that need to release before Renamon comes out. After the Step Up banner and once after the Magnamon X is Bancho Golemon. This guy is slept on a bit. He's actually not that bad. He's a blue defense support, which is weird. He gives blue and green allies 1 stack of evasion. He reduces damage by 85% when blocking and gives all allies 40% more block rate. He also reduces buffs by 5 turns, deals a little bit of damage, pierces shields, and gives tech and power damage resistance to your team. So he's like a blue defensive support Digimon. He's not too bad. Like, he's not top tier. He never has been. But he releases with Noble Pumpkinmon, who's actually really solid. And if you love, like, niche, random shenanigans teams, this guy is one of those Digimon. So he revives himself when he dies. He can revive an ally with his sub skill. He protects himself from sudden death, which isn't too crazy. He has one of those skills that gives a random status effect to all enemies as well. But the revive is super interesting because he dies, he can revive himself and then pop his sub skill and revive another ally. So if you get wiped pretty early in the match, you can use this and get 2 of your Digimon back in 1 turn, which is really cool. Definitely some people still run some revive strats with this guy. After this kind of main banner, Gallantmon X drops. This guy's an absolute beast. I love him. He's still my partner Digimon. He's got his own evasion. He's a red killer, 3 stacks of evasion, and he can give your whole team another stack of evasion with his main skill. 1500 and 1200% damage multipliers, plus he stacks techs. He is absolutely crazy good in pretty much every game, actually every single game mode, because that evasion is crazy in the Underworld Dungeon as well. So really, really good Digimon. Definitely something you should be looking to save up for. Craniumon drops in the following ticket banner. He is mega powerful and super rare, as you know about ticket banner Digimon. So Craniumon gives 10 turns of crit nullification, 50% block, and 120% to his own defense. Like, he's pretty nutty defensive-wise. If you can pull him, definitely another good blue defensive option. Again, he's on a ticket banner like Chaosdramon, like super low rate. So keep that in mind as well. And we've finished this video with the final few. As I said before, there's definitely more Digimon that released after this, but this is like a couple of months worth of content for you to think about and save for. Duffmon, Leopard Mode. This guy is super underrated, I reckon. Random enemies 4 times, 1 enemy at a time. Triple crit with the chance to poison every hit, which is great. All enemies with darkness and 70% power damage resistance reduction, which is really high as well. So he's definitely good in Clash Battle. Minus 40% to tech, plus defense, and protects allies, sorry, from status effects. And that beautiful minus 40% to all status abnormalities. to enemies. So his chance to poison is actually 90% per hit, which is pretty crazy. Slept on a little bit. I definitely like him. He comes along with the beautiful purple Jessmon, who's also slept on a bit. This guy's only good in Clash Battle, unfortunately. He's got 2 single target skills. 8 times crit multiplier on that sub skill, which is pretty bonkers. Plus he stacks, he boosts his own power, like he's got it all going on. He also boosts all allies crit rate too, so definitely a Clash Battle contender there as well. As I said, there's definitely more Digimon that are coming after this, but for now, this is what you're looking at. So, in terms of what's coming up, Volcanic Digimon's out now, definitely on the radar. Both of these X antibodies are really good. You can go for both. I'm probably only going to go for Wargreymon X, but we'll see how I go there. Orochimon's in a ticket banner. This is already done except for Ragumon. The Omegamon Gacha is probably skippable. Magnamon X is probably skippable. This step up is probably skippable, but like as I'm saying, probably skippable because everything is quite decent. The Bancho Noble Pumpkinmon, again, probably skippable. Jukemon X, I would say, is pretty much a must-have. Like he's pretty good. Craniomon's in a ticket banner. These two are underrated. Again, probably skippable. Everything I said probably skippable too. There's nothing here that isn't decent. All of these Digimon are really, really decent. Seriously, there's not one that I'm looking at now that isn't like solid Digimon with a bit of longevity. You can spend your Digirubies however you want. This is just an idea of what I think, my personal opinion. You can definitely go for whatever you want. My roadmap, Wargreymon X. Then I'll probably wait until I might have a crack at. No, I'll probably skip that. Definitely going to go for Duffmon, Leopard Mode, and the Jessmon. They're both definitely good power options, which I'm looking for my global account. So there you go. Hey, that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like. Leave a like for the website, which is up and running right now. Make sure you leave a comment as well. Let me know how it's going for you. Let me know if you find any bugs or anything like that. Use it, enjoy it. All the Digimon are there. And have fun with it. Also, let me know down below who are you summoning for in the next few months. Thanks for watching. Bye!